SSL, Solid State Logic, one of the biggest names in recording studio history. Now they've dropped the SSL Big Six. Is this going to be the next big thing for home recording? Let's dig into it after the open. Hi, I'm Davey from MKDVB. Now, I already have the Cranbourne Audio 500R8, which I love. There are just some things about the SSL Big Six that are really intriguing to me, and I had to check it out. It's laid out like a mixer. And for somebody who's built up like a hardware synthesizer-based setup, a mixer format for jamming and recording all in one go makes a lot of sense. I've gone down this road before with like the Allen and Heath Q16, but that one, the sound quality just didn't live up to what I needed it for. Other than that, it's got FX Sends. And so if you're like me with a hardware setup and tons of effects pedals and outboard effects, delays, a lot of my synthesizers have effects I like to use in my mixing. Then it's got a ton of functionality. So each channel on the SSL Big Six has a 3-band EQ, which is huge. A 3-band EQ goes a lot towards being able to sculpt your sound and really kind of being able to carve out your frequencies. Not only that, the SSL 4000 pared down version of the SSL 4000 compressor on the master bus, plus 4 kind of easy one-knob compressors on the first 4 channels. So this box, really intriguing. I had to check it out, but it's also $3,000. Oh man, the features for 3K, not gonna be enough. It's gonna have to pass a build quality. It's gonna have to check out for sound quality, obviously, functionality, interface, layout, all of that, right? I mean, for $3,000, it's got to be like a work of art, man, right? That's right. We're not talking chump change here, at least not in this world, not in my world. First thing we're gonna check out is we're gonna unbox it and see how the build quality compares to my Allen and Heath MixWizard. Opening up the SSL box. So far, you can say it's not been an Apple experience. It looks pretty utilitarian to me, this packaging. I mean, I have to say, it may or may not be a luxury product. Let's flip this around. So yeah, pretty no frills packaging there. You know, like I said, not an Apple unboxing experience. And you might think for a 3K price that you would get one. Anyways, let's go ahead and finish our unboxing here. Looks like it's got probably the power supply, I'm guessing, separate here. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Looks like it's pretty heavy, actually. You can toss this box. And then we got some cables. It looks like adapters for the various power plugs or whatever, right? A USB-C cable, so that's nice. 2 of them, in fact. So very nice there. Can't complain about that. Didn't cut any corners on the cable cost there. Here's the power brick itself. So it looks like it just runs pretty standard, right? 240 volts, etc., etc. So I'll just be using whichever power cord that I have available for that. Put that aside here. And let's pull this thing out. And it's actually pretty, it's not too heavy. Let's go ahead and set it down. wow, it's a bit smaller than I was expecting. I think it's a shame that it can't be racked. I wonder if it comes, let's pull it out of the bag here. Now, these have a well-known issue with some noise, and the reports are that, whoa, the noise happens with the Moog Matriarch, of which I happen to have one. So it'd be nice if this one was one of the ones that have been fixed since then. I'm not sure if it is, so we'll just have to kind of plug it in. If it's not, then they will send you a new circuit. That's apparently an easy install to fix, to do the fix on that. It's a pretty sleek looking box, gotta say. Very sleek. Very sleek look there at the Pre mixer. So when I first opened it, when I first started playing it, I have to be honest with you guys here. I mean, I wouldn't say that SSL Big Six feels cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but I also don't think that it feels like a quality luxury studio item either. It feels middle range kind of item in terms of just the quality of the faders here. The knobs, they don't feel luxurious. The push buttons here, you know, they'll work. I'm not going to reject this piece of gear because of the build quality, but it's not sending out major luxury vibes either, right? And you know, we have to clarify here, right? I mean, I know $3,000 is a huge spend in MKDVB world, but let's be real, right? The 500 series version of just this compressor here costs, I think it retails for like $2,500, right? So almost as much as this entire mixing interface console with all this functionality. With that in mind, the build quality is pretty good. It doesn't feel extremely heavy when you lift it, right? It does get a little hot when it's working, when it's on. Now, if I were to contrast it to, let's say, the MixWizard, which I've been using before, and this is an older version, very similar to the SSL Big Six in terms of the capabilities. It's got another pair of stereo sensors. They're not stereo though. They're broken out mono, which is actually a pretty big difference that I'm appreciating. But you know, we can't. This is also not an interface, right? So you got to kind of pick and choose your battles here. And I would say, you know, quality-wise, it probably feels about the same, right? Maybe actually, I might even say that the knobs on the MixWizard feel a little better than the ones on the SSL Big Six. But keeping in mind that the MixWizard retailed at a certain price point when it came out, and it's only designed to do one thing, which is to be a mixer, right? And the SSL Big Six is designed, mixing is just part of its purview. It's really a recording studio tool for the home recorder. It's not all about how the knobs feel in your hands as well. It's about how they feel in your brain. And what I mean by that is interface. How is the mixer laid out? Is it easy to use? Is it intuitive? Or is it kind of confusing and hard to figure out what you're trying to do when you're trying to do something, right? And I will say that even with all the added functionality, the interface of the Big Six is exquisite, right? Like, it has more functionality than the Allen and Heath does, but is easier to use. It's easier to wrap my head around, and I only have to look at the manual one time and I'm able to do everything I've ever tried to do with it with very, very little issues. So I really have to commend the product designers at SSL, because this thing, the interface is a dream. One of the best interfaces I've ever encountered in a studio product. So it definitely passes the interface test, right? And when you have the limited time like I do due to like work and family obligations, being able to do the things that you want to do quickly is golden. How does it sound though? That's probably the most important question, and we're going to get to it in the next video.